Alright, we're doing a FG Falcon ZF 6-speed, how to fix your gear selector cable, which is already broken off once at the gearbox, which I fixed with a bolt and nut arrangement. I got rid of the nylon bushing that clips onto the pin, and it seems to have come off now at the inside the cabin shifter end, which I'm now going to try and fix from inside the car. I'm just going to try and bumble through it here. I've taken off the housing and the gear shifter selector. Now I think I've got to take off these console screws and pull it apart to get this housing off. Try and get to the end of the cable. Update when I get to that. I'm doing it in the car park at 4 in the afternoon, which is a pain in the ass, but can't move it, can't go anywhere at the moment. So update, have to undo the whole console, these covers off from underneath there, undo all the screws for your center console. 2 screws hidden down either side of the console so you can lift it up, get the shroud for the shifter mechanism off. You'll see the cable down in here, it comes off the actual shifter mechanism. You can clip it back on. I'm just holding it in place till I get home so I can have a good look at it. Just get it out of the car park here. Well, I'm back. It's been a few days. Had to wait for this little bush part to get sent, which cost $30 for a tiny little polyurethane bush that goes in the end of the shifter cable that connects to the base of this shifter shaft down on the bottom there, the end of the cable where the nylon piece falls out. If you want to drive, I drove the car home by actually manually pulling the shifter into reverse and then into drive, but without this shroud in place and plugged in, the computer freaks out and goes into limp mode and puts it in like you're stuck in 3rd gear. So if you go on a couple kilometres it's alright, but you can't keep driving it like that without putting this piece back in position. So what I did was I made a cable tie arrangement which would put like a ring around it to hold the cable tie the shift cable to the base of the shifter, and then 2 other cables looped around each side, and there's little sort of lugs on the base of the shifter mechanism down there that you can sort of cinch the 3 of them together to hold the shifter cable onto the base of the shifter, and then you can attach this part back on. And I've driven it for 3 or 4 days like that and it seemed okay. You can at least drive it around until you get this piece sent to you, so I'll pull it apart and fit this bit in and see how well that works. You can buy a whole new shifter cable for about a genuine one for $90, which would involve jacking the car up and threading the whole new cable all the way through down to the gearbox and all the way back up here to the shifter that gives you the 2 nylon bits that fit in onto the pins of the shifter and onto the gearbox. I didn't go that route because I actually had ground off and fitted a bolt already at the gearbox end where the nylon bush had worn out, so I'm going to give this little bit a try and see how it goes.